Trump government imposed tariffs on China, Mexico, and Canada, a golden opportunity for Bangladesh to secure a free trade agreement with the USA. Introduction. During the Trump administration, the United States imposed tariffs on major trading partners, including China, Mexico, and Canada. These tariffs disrupted global supply chains, prompting American businesses to seek alternative sources for imports. This situation created a unique opportunity for emerging economies like Bangladesh to establish a free trade agreement with the US, potentially boosting exports and strengthening economic ties. Former President Donald Trump implemented a series of tariffs aimed at reducing the U.S. trade deficit and protecting domestic industries. Key tariffs actions included: firstly, China. The U.S. imposed tariffs on approximately $370 billion worth of Chinese goods, targeting industries such as technology, steel, and manufacturing. Secondly, Mexico and Canada. Although the United States Mexico-Canada agreement replaced NAFTA, initial tariffs on steel and aluminum imports disrupted trade relationships. These tariffs led to increased costs for American businesses and consumers, pushing companies to diversify their supply chains. Bangladesh's advantage in this trade shift: Bangladesh, as a rising manufacturing hub, can capitalize on this trade realignment by negotiating a free trade agreement with the United States. The country enjoys several competitive advantages. Firstly, strong manufacturing base. Bangladesh is the second largest exporter of ready-made garments, globally a sector that supplies major US brands. The country has a well-established textile and leather industry, both of which align with US market demands. Secondly, competitive labor costs. With a large and cost-effective workforce, Bangladesh can offer affordable production alternatives compared to China and Mexico. Thirdly, favorable trade relations with the US. The US is already one of Bangladesh's largest trading partners, importing billions of dollars worth of garments and textiles. In recent years, Bangladesh has improved labor standards, which is a key concern for US policymakers. Fourthly, diversification of the US supply chain. With the tensions between the US and China, American companies are actively seeking new suppliers. A free trade agreement would make Bangladeshi goods more competitive in the US market by eliminating tariffs. Strategic steps for Bangladesh to secure an free trade agreement. To leverage this opportunity, Bangladesh should take the following steps. Number 1. Strengthening diplomatic engagement. The Bangladesh government should initiate high-level discussions with US trade representatives to explore an FTA. Diplomatic efforts should emphasize Bangladesh's potential to support US economic interests. Number 2. Enhancing product diversification. Expanding exports beyond garments to include pharmaceuticals, IT services, and jute-based products, demonstrating the ability to replace Chinese suppliers in certain sectors. Number 3. Improving regulatory and labor standards. Addressing concerns regarding labor rights and environmental sustainability to align with US trade policies. Ensuring compliance with international trade standards to increase credibility. Number 4. Engaging US businesses and investors. Encouraging US companies to invest in Bangladesh's export-oriented industries, offering tax incentives and trade benefits to attract US businesses. Potential economic benefits of an FTA. Securing an FTA with the US would bring significant benefits for Bangladesh, including increased exports. A tariff-free market would boost Bangladesh's RMG exports and open new opportunities in technology and pharmaceuticals. Job creation, expansion in manufacturing and exports would generate employment. Foreign investment growth, more US companies would invest in Bangladesh, strengthening economic ties. Trade balance improvement, enhanced access to the US market would help reduce Bangladesh's trade deficit. Challenges and considerations. While an FTA offers many benefits, Bangladesh must also address potential challenges: compliance with US trade regulations, strengthening intellectual property laws and labor rights, infrastructure development, improving logistic and port facilities to handle increased exports, political and trade negotiations, navigating complex trade agreements, and balancing relations with other key partners like China. Conclusion: the US trade shift caused by tariffs on China, Mexico, and Canada presents a golden opportunity for Bangladesh to negotiate a free trade agreement by strategically engaging with US policymakers. Improving trade standards and diversifying exports, Bangladesh can strengthen its position as a key trade partner for the United States. Successfully securing an FTA would not only boost economic growth but also enhance Bangladesh's standing in global trade. Bangladesh US Free Trade Agreement FTA. Pros and cons. Pros. Number 1. Duty-free access to the US market. Bangladeshi product would enter the US market without tariffs, making them more competitive. Exporters would see higher profits due to reduced costs. Number 2. Increased in export revenue. The US is Bangladesh's largest export destination, and an FTA would further boost exports. Industries like RMG, leather, pharmaceuticals, and IT could expand. Number 3. Job creation in various sectors. More exports and foreign investment would create thousands of new jobs. Employment opportunities would expand beyond the garment sector, including IT, pharmaceuticals, and agriculture. Number 4. Attracts foreign direct investment. US companies would be more likely to set up factories in Bangladesh. Increased investment would lead to technological advancements and skill development. Number 5. Trade diversification beyond RMG. Bangladesh's economy is heavily dependent on garments. An FTA would help expand exports in other sectors. IT, electronics, seafoods, and processed agricultural products could see significant growth. Number 6. Stronger diplomatic ties with the US. A trade agreement would strengthen bilateral relations between Bangladesh and the US. It could open doors for future cooperation in technology, defense, and other economic areas. Cons. Number 1. Strict US labor and compliance standards. The US has high standards for labor rights, workplace safety, and environmental protection. If Bangladesh fails to meet these standards, the FTA could face delays or even cancellation. Number 2, trade to local industries. Cheap US products could flood the Bangladeshi market, harming the domestic manufacturers. Small and medium enterprises might struggle to compete. Number 3, risks of trade deficit. If Bangladesh imports more from the US than it exports, it could create a trade deficit. Without sufficient export growth, economic pressure may increase. Number 4, competition from Vietnam and India. Countries like Vietnam and India already have strong trade relations with the US. If Bangladesh does not act quickly, it may lose opportunity to these competitors. Number 5, lengthy negotiation process and stringent conditions. Negotiating an FTA with the US could take years, involving complex discussions. Bangladesh might have to accept strict conditions, making it difficult to fully benefit from the agreement. Number 6, infrastructure and logistic challenges. Port, roads, and electricity supply need significant improvements to handle increased trade. If Bangladesh fails to ensure efficient supply chain management, businesses may look for alternative suppliers. Conclusion: a free trade agreement (FTA) with the US presents a massive opportunity for Bangladesh, including export growth, job creation, and increased foreign investment. However, challenges related to labor laws, infrastructure, and market competition must be addressed. If Bangladesh strategically prepares and successfully negotiates the deal, it could be a game changer for the country's long-term economic development.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy fresh, engaging, and insightful content, you're in the right place. Our channel is dedicated to bringing you the latest updates, exciting discussions, and valuable insights on topics that matter. We work hard to create content that informs, entertains, and inspires, and we wouldn't want you to miss out on any of it. By subscribing, you'll always stay updated whenever we drop a new video. And to make sure you never miss a beat, tap the bell icon to get notified instantly. Your support means the world to us. It helps us grow and keeps us motivated to bring you even better content. So, what are you waiting for? Subscribe today and tap the bell for your dose of fresh content. Join our amazing community and be part of the conversation. We can't wait to have you with us on this journey.